comrades. Once we finish this lot off, you guys will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Careful now.
The Guizhong ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has the effects of the sigil of permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the overlord of the void.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to...
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words. It was a small room. It's a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Lyra means much to her.
Well, I was really hoping you would say such sacrifice. Thank you all for hearing me out. 3,700 years. According even to this very day, Lyra and its land. I mean, Lyra, do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Our
I mean no offense. I simply
Bears, you say.
this morning,
What?
in a dream, I yearned to tell him that Ci3-1005G1, though mortal, I also thought time. Of the past generations of I dared not see.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. The animal archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such—
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of as Adepti, we've become a laughing stock.
Farmer. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid, although I am a mere mortal soldier.
Huh? Why does everyone look
Weren't you
afraid? All Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. When danger is near, everyone always thanks for protecting Leo Harbor. Please come visit us.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is what leads the country of contracts is great, although they're bloody weak. The time of contracts between gods and Leo.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
eager to leave. Yes, one understands one by the time I grasp. Fair enough. Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue thing will not simply
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. Oh, right! It's the child wanted to unleash the god, so he could lure Rex, but we were able to handle the overlord of the vortex. Oh, and speaking of that, he doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest thing we have the Adepti right of party that we're organizing? No idea where Jean Lee's going. Let's ask for him at Longchamp Funeral Parlor.
Fortunate.
Is there anything I can do for you two?
We've come to see Jean Lee.
Unfortunately, Jean-Louis isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't Northland make... Last time we saw Jean Lee was before we went... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Leland? We had better go and make sure that...
What's the hurry?
years will surely prevail in this year's masterful ships.
You call this cooperation between harbingers?
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got— Oh, it seems that some of—
Hey, it's John and Child. And
It's you two. I believe we— Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as a—
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liua was—
I knew that we should never have—
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never— Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold the real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually—
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of— You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you—
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you— No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but—
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely—
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death?
Gathering all the forces that have been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best, as you know. I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time, until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell— I stood motionless among the crowds.
Oh, Jolie!
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liua, the city I had dwelt in for so long, so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liua. Indeed I was. The Gnosis which I had kept for so many— That's right. Which is why I—
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return—
Of course. It would have been just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents. So has Liua.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired— Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced— Credit is also due to Senora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old— All of these things turned out as I had planned. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liua's divine protectors. And you—
Huh? That—
On the contrary, I think it is excellent.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least—
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. If you hadn't created the pressure of the battle between mortals, Adepti, and God, the
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liua.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such—
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a—
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last. As for the bargaining chip, that's up. Uncover that answer for yourself.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Quite the find.
You had got.
Yeah. I think that's happened right.
Say.
Now that you mention it, I mean, it all fits together. That person must have. Still, what sort of.
Ah, forget it.
Well, since we're going through with this right... Rex Lapis is... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui. They switched. Lower your voice. If the Fatui...
Hear ye all! Though a dragon sword, gods and adepti live rumors and hearse having been thwarted in his trial. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Ci3-1005G1 announced. So that's how something feels off. We suddenly get... Could the Ci3-1005G1 already have known that... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they...
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is
3,700 years of
we, the people of Liu,
The long, unending dream of...
now that we have awoken her, will you stand with us?
So concludes the word. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng?
Huh? Is she...
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is...
Is that the traveler who they say
So young.
The Liu Ci3-1005 always repay their debts. Name your price.
Whoa!
Well, could you help me put up some missing...
really that selfless. If you were looking for someone, you could have just told making an account of the
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is cut, and here you are looking over.
Why would I not feel right if the two of you...
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. I might have believed you if...
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we bought, since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to. You had to try becoming a...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it. In the City of Commerce, we do not mere the Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal. I will treasure the memories that I made at Zhongli. That is true. I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball.
Paimon thinks we've heard that...
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma...
That said, though people at the wharf... Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, but if a person shows true strength, this is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how people...
But starting from last year...
Vision hunter?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within
They want to seize visions? But why?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine. The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of... All right then. Was there anything else you would... Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this clothes.